The reason your child forgets a word 10 minutes after practicing it is not necessarily because they have a memory problem, but it could be because their brain has yet to hit its required number of repetitions. I'm Teacher Dan, creator of Spell Blaster, and here is what we need to do. We need to increase their volume of repetition by disguising the work. To understand why, we have to look at how the brain actually builds long-term memory. Permanently learning a word doesn't happen instantly. It requires a very specific amount of repetition. But every child's brain is wired differently, so there's no way to know. Some kids might only need 4 exposures to a word before it becomes permanently locked in. But for many kids, it can take 20, 30, or even 40 exposures to the same word before it finally sticks. When your child forgets a word after you practiced it 5 times, their brain just hasn't hit its required number of repetitions yet. They simply need a higher volume of practice. The problem is, trying to get a frustrated child to read the same word 40 times on a piece of paper is nigh impossible. It will end in meltdown for everyone involved. To get that massive volume of repetition, you have to disguise the work by attaching it to their daily routine. An easy way to do this at home is to create a password for things they already want to use. Write the difficult word on a brightly colored sticky note and stick it directly on the refrigerator door, the snack cabinet, or on their iPad. Every time they want to open the fridge or unlock the tablet, they have to read the password out loud to you. And without even realizing it, they will naturally read that same word 20, 30, or 40 times over the course of the week. Just make sure you rotate the words every few days. If you leave the same word on the fridge for too long, they will stop reading the letters and just memorize the sticky note based on its location. By swapping them around, you force their brain to actually process the word. And they will hit the repetition requirement for long-term memory entirely by accident. But if you don't want to cover your house in sticky notes, and you want a fantastical educational tool that does all of this high-speed repetition for you, that is exactly what Spell Blaster does. It is an action arcade game that requires kids to blast aliens to spell words. They will only see the word once per game session. But because it is an awesome and addictive video game, they will gladly play that session day after day to try to beat their high score. Instead of fighting you over flashcards, they voluntarily come back to the game to get those 20, 30, or 40 exposures over the course of a week. Bada bing! So if your child keeps forgetting words, don't panic about their memory. Just remember that everyone is different, and they might just need a higher volume of repetition than you thought. And if you want a secret weapon that gives them that repetition disguised as a video game, you can check out Spell Blaster at the link below.
What?